Hello and welcome to Jamie's Motion Graphics episode 9. Today we're making this. All of this has been made in After Effects and all of this has been made from scratch. I will show you step by step how you can make it yourself. Okay, here we are in After Effects. We are going to start off with a new composition and it is going to be a little bit larger than we normally have, where it's going to be 3000 for now. 3000 by 720, 25 frames per second, although I will make that 30 frames per second just because I will need half seconds and it's kind of hard to do with 25. We're going to also make a new composition and this is going to be the 1280. And that's going to be the end result. This will be the one that we will actually be compiling. So this is our video, and our comp 1 will be dropped into here. You can see where it is, so it just cuts out the middle part. We're doing this because, well, here we have more room to see what's going on outside of the boundaries, and we're going to do quite a lot outside of the boundaries and lining them up and things like that, and it becomes kind of a hassle if you don't do it properly. Anyway, we're going to start off with a nice brown solid, because we haven't done brown yet, I think. Maybe we have, I don't know. But I just want a brown one. And then we're going to, this is just a background, so we're not going to do anything with that. We're going to do a new solid, make it white, and this is going to be our block. 4 points. There you go. Hit M for mask. Then we go to shape. And we're going to go 1500 is the minimum. Or sorry, the middle. So that's 1400 to 1600. We wanted 100 on each side. And this one is going to be 260 by 460. Which means it's going to be, oh, I forgot something. Reset to rectangle. Same values, reset to rectangle. There you go, now it's a rectangle, or a square, of 200 by 200. Exactly centered in the middle. It doesn't have to be centered in the middle for this one, but yeah, it's a good practice to do it anyway. Yeah, let's move it. So this one is going to move over time. At time is 0, we're going to set a keyframe. We're going to set the value to 500, which means it moves 1000 to the right for now to be in the middle. And then at, let's say, 1.5 seconds, and this is why we had the half seconds. Actually, let's zoom in a little bit so we can see what's going on. So at 1.5 seconds, we are going to be in the mid position, which is 1500. And then at, let's say, about, I don't know, 5 seconds, something like that. Where's 5 seconds? Is around here. If you're having trouble finding your keyframe, page up, page down will get you there. It's also going to be at 1500, so it's going to pause for a while, and then it's going to fly off for another 1.5 seconds. 6:15, and then it's going to be, well, we traveled 1000 here. Sounds about right that we would travel 1000 on the back side as well. So check whether your animation is actually still in the middle. So if it's actually moving here, just remove these handles by clicking on position, and you see all the keyframes are selected. Convert to vertex tool and just click on one of the vertices, and all of those things will disappear. Everything is linear now, so yeah, just the best way to do that. Anyhow, the white solid is done. So white solid can be locked, and we are going to go to layer, new solid. Of course, we always work with solids here. Although I am going to use a shape layer today. Yay! I hate shape layers. But that is because of my version that I have. So the version that I have on After Effects is just not a very good one. It is CS4, and I do recommend, if you have this, to upgrade, but yeah, I haven't gotten around to it yet. We'll do it soon, probably. So anyway, we're going to cut out a piece of this material here. We're going to hit M for mask, or use the little triangle here to get to mask. And then we're going for shape. So this one is going to be from 300 to 320. I think 20 is enough. And from 1,000, oh, that's 100. From 1,000 to, I don't even know. Let's make it 1,800. No, that's way too much. Although it can work, I guess. Let's make it more like 1,400. Okay, that's better for what I had in mind. Also, reset it to rectangle. Yeah, it's better if you draw something that's completely off from a rectangle so you can actually see whether you've done it. Anyhow, at time is 0, we don't care about it too much. We are going to start by going to time is about 2. So after the block has already stopped, and we're going to go to the position, so the P, set a keyframe, and drag this thing until it's the back side, well, the top side, I guess, or the left side, I guess, is inside the box. And we're also going to put it a little bit higher, not entirely at the top, but high enough. So you can see now that this part is in the box, and that's the important part. So go back to time is 0 and drag your position all the way to the left. It will create a new keyframe, of course, and then make sure that your shape is somewhere on the right side. So don't let it stick out on the right side, but also don't put it all the way on the left side, because then the effect doesn't work. So what happens now is we see that the black one falls behind on the white one, and then eventually it will catch back up, and that's the effect that we're seeing. Yeah, it's obviously not done yet, so let's go to masks, mask path, and we are currently at the 2-second mark. This is where the animation basically ends, but all we need to do here is hit shape and make sure that it fits in the box. So we're going to set it 200, so left to right will be 200. Well, actually less. Let's make it 1,100. And that means that it fits inside the box. I should have, sorry about that, I should have set a keyframe at time is 0 first, and at time is 1.5, which is when the block stops. We want to, oh, if you, just like me, have turned that off, just unlock the layer, hit the P on the white solid, and you will get your position back, and then you can see the keyframes. So at times 1.5, set a keyframe so that your shape is maintained, and then at times 2, which is when this block stops, we want to make sure that this is, well, as I said, 1,100. Just make sure that it's inside the box. Everything that's inside the box is invisible because this layer is going to be behind the other layer, and then you can see the effect is still there. It will just shrink, but we won't be able to see that anyway. So that's the first one. We're now going to duplicate it, Control D on your layer, and we're going to just make it a little bit different from the other one. It's basically the same thing, but we want to make it a little bit different. So it's going to be in the bottom part somewhere, so it doesn't have to be completely symmetrical. Yeah, let's put it over there. I'm going to also delete this position because it, well, it's not correct. And at 1.5, no, this one is going to go to, yeah, the other one's going to 2, so this one's going to go to 215. Let's see what we have done. If you hit U, you get all of your animated properties, so that is actually really useful. We're going to delete this last one, this one, so that it doesn't shrink yet. 215, as I said, that is going to be the setting for our position, and we're going to do the same thing. So make sure it fits inside the box, and then go to your mask path, go to shape, and set this to 1,100. So both of the shapes are now lagging behind on the white one, although at different speeds, and then falling here, or well, getting back inside of it. You can see that this one actually loses contact with the box. We don't want that. So just before it does, so here about here, just go to your mask path, your shape, and just add 100 here. And that way it should be inside the box. Yeah, obviously you want to do that here as well. Just everywhere where it's actually important to have that shape. Actually, I can just add it on that point. It will grow, and hopefully it will grow fast enough to keep it in the box. Yeah, you can just do it on the 1.5 seconds. And yeah, so they will fall behind and blah 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 blah. So on this part you can of course move them a little bit as well. Let's say I want the bottom shape, the one we're working on currently, to be a little shorter. So let's make it 900. Oh, sorry, that has to be 1100 then. So that way it will grow over time and it will actually just lag behind even more visually. So yeah, that's cool. We can make it even shorter. There you go. And this way it will just look like it's lagging behind very much and then, well, and drop back in. Anyway, this is all pretty easy stuff, right? Now we're going to go and do the stuff that, well, is kind of trickier, but it's also cooler. We're going to add a shape layer. Shape layer is going to be black, and the stroke is going to be off. If you don't know how to do that, click on stroke itself, so the name, and just set it to this little box with a red stripe through it. And that way it will be off. So we are going to draw a little bit of a circle, well actually an exact circle. There you go. And we're going to go to the ellipse and see what we can do with it. Yeah, we don't need any of the stroke and fill and things. We're just interested in ellipse path 1 and then the size, because we're going to set it to 10, I think, should be fine. And yeah, just unlock it, make it 10 by 10 so that it's an actual circle. Okay, I'll make it 20 by 20 for now so we can see what's going on a little bit better, but I might actually change the value back. So yeah, position here seems okay. Just want to address the position here. Set it to 0, 0, so it's actually on the anchor point, because otherwise this is going to, yeah, kind of get screwed up. So what we want to do here is we're going to hit add, so the little arrow behind add, and we're going to make a replicator or repeater, I believe. Yeah, it's repeater. And then we're going to make 10 copies. I don't know, you can choose your own values. And offset still 0. Well, and what kind of defines this thing is the position, not this position apparently. Oh, here, transform repeater 1. Here the position is currently 100. I'm going to set that to 10 for the first frame, and we are currently on the first frame, so the position is going to be edited. Also the position of the entire layer is going to be edited. So oh no, yeah, well, here, transform ellipse 1, because if we move this one, everything will move with it. You can also move the entire layer, that's fine as well, but yeah, better practice to do it like this. Also, I'm going to just keyframe the size. I'm not going to change it over time, but I just want to have it available so that I don't have to look it up afterwards. Select the layer, hit the U, and you are left with only those values that you actually keyframed. So currently we just want the position to change here. So our position on the screen is this one, and we want that to be all the way over here somewhere, just outside of the box, I guess. A little bit inside can work as well. Depending on the effect you're going for, you can go inside the box. Let's for now go inside the box a little bit more, so the balls can actually come out during the animation. So we're going to set the position at let's say 2.5 seconds. Well, that's almost 3 seconds. I already had 2.5 seconds. Yeah, let's go 3. So at 3 seconds, that's when this guy is going to catch up. So let's put it into the position where it is actually inside the box. And then, well, it looks weird because, well, it will do exactly the same as the others, only it doesn't touch the box. And that is where our other position comes in. So the position is the size between the balls, I guess. So we're going to go to this point, the 115, where the white solid actually stops. And this is the maximum distance between this ball, so the first ball, and the block. And now we're going to change the position to actually just be outside the box. So whether you chose to be outside or inside the box for the beginning, that really doesn't matter now. What you want is to have this ball close to the box. At least, well, this is your maximum distance. So the distance between the balls is the maximum distance you can have here. Otherwise it looks weird. And what it looks like now is it looks like it's expanding and then going back in. The problem is it's not going back in yet. So at 2.5 seconds, or 3 seconds, sorry, that's where we were. Just copy paste the position, or just set it back to 10. If you had another value, you can just copy paste it from here. But yeah, you will see that it will expand, and this is where what I meant, the balls will come out slowly. So every now and then a new ball appears, and then they will fall back in line and actually fit in the box quite nicely. So that's our effect. Let's now put our white solid on top of it. Yeah, let's unlock it first. That would help. So yeah, the white solid on top, which means that now we won't be able to see anything. Yeah, and if we look at our composition where we have the end result, you see nothing is showing until here, and then everything is just doing what it's supposed to do. Like the things are coming out and then falling back in, which is exactly the way we want that. So going back to our original composition, if you're not satisfied, you're of course free to do whatever you want. So for example, if you want to adjust the background is uneditable. If you want to address this guy being too long, so it takes too long for you to actually see him, you can do that. You can just hit M, go to mask path, and just in shape go to set this like, I don't know, 1300. Okay, and then you will see that, oh, that's actually a little bit a little bit too much apparently. The 1300 is a little bit overdone, but you can set it to 1200, I guess. I don't know how big it's going to get, not very, but it's all about what you want to make out of this. But yeah, now you have to adjust it and blah blah blah. It's all the same. I'm going to keep it like it was just because I like it. Okay, now we want to have an exit, and the exit is going to be done by another black solid. So we're going to put in a new solid, and it's going to be black once again. And we're just going to make a new effect. It's nothing fancy. You can probably come up with a better one yourself, but well, hey, feel free to do whatever you like. So for now, it is so it's stopping, and here this is where the box disappears again. So we're going to go half a second in front of it, and we're going to first of all set this shape. So hit M, go to shape, and then we're going to set it to, I don't know, 1000 to 1700. It needs to be large. It doesn't matter how large, and this needs to be small at first. So 300 to 3. No, let's not make it 300. Let's just put it in the middle. The middle would be 360, so we're going to let it go from 350 to 370, making it, oh, forgot to reset it to rectangle. Yeah, just making sure that it is in the middle height-wise, and now we're going to position it in the other direction as well. So P for position, just set it to the amount you want. Yeah, this is actually just before we're moving. It's going to be maximum extension, and yeah, you can see that it's still touching the box. It's also on the outside of the, oh, this is not the one that I want. It's also on the outside of this, so just make sure it's long enough. And well, once we do that, we want to move forward or back, sorry, about half a second, and then we're going to move this back inside the box. So go to the well, first of all, the position could be changed a little bit. Oh, I didn't keyframe it. Yeah, you need to make a keyframe at what is it? Well, at the moment the box starts moving again. And then go to 15. We're going to set it to 2000, just so we have some room to maneuver. And then we're going to go to mask, mask path, shape. We're going to trim the right side to be, let's say, 1150, or sorry, 1050. So just to the right of the initial one. So it's going to shoot out, hopefully. It was supposed to. Did I not keyframe it? Oh my god, I keep forgetting that. So stupid. Anyway, at this point, keyframe it, go back, and then set it to 1050. So now it's going to go from 1050 to 1700 in a matter of half a second. And it's going to move the box. Well, that's the intention anyway. Yeah, then you only have to make sure that it moves with the box. So go to, well, some position where this is actually off the screen. So here it's off the screen. Just adjust the mask path here. Just make it like 1600. And then hopefully it will move with the box without ever leaving it. Yep, there we go. You can leave it there. It's outside of the composition. These are not though. So you need to change these. So once the box starts moving, they will be revealed. So before then, it doesn't actually matter where you do it. As long as it is before they get revealed, you have to cut off all of these layers. So, oh, let's unlock them. All of these layers, just hit Control-Shift-D or Edit Split Layer, and just delete everything on the right side of that. Oh, I accidentally deleted my my background. But yeah, you can drag them back in if you accidentally do that. It's the easiest way. So here we can see that the new one is still moving, and once it's behind the white solid, it should all be doing very well. So, and now you can see these are gone. Well, you can also see it in your timeline, I guess. It's pretty easy. So once we're done here, we can do one more thing, and that is, oh, hang on. Wow, you see this? Same deal. You don't want that available before the box starts moving. So go to the black solid, that is actually that thing. Control-Shift-D or split layer. Just delete everything in front of this. So once the block is over that position, it doesn't matter anymore. And you can, of course, if you want to be totally, well, totally done, just go to this and just split the layer here as well. So you won't even be able to see that part come out in the end, and all that's left is a white block. So yeah, that's really all there is to it. I'm going to do one more thing, which is I'm going to put a logo on the block. There's my logo. So I'm going to put the logo in the composition. Let's put this to the middle somewhere so I can actually scale it first. So S for scale, just scale it so it's on the block. And now we're going to use something that I haven't shown you before. But yeah, at this point we can of course make this move like from here to back there, and then with the stop in the middle, blah blah blah. That's all a lot of work. Way easier is to get the parent thing here and just drag it to the white solid. And that way it will move with the white solid. So all you need to do is, yeah, I'm going to set this to none because I did it in the wrong position. You need to line them up, and then you parent the one that you want to follow in speed and everything, or in position I should say. And then you can see the logo will just follow it. It's very easy, and it helps you out a lot in these kind of situations, because I didn't have to edit this at all. All I needed to do is scale it, but there is no editing involved, and you can really use that for a lot of things, and this is one of them. So anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.